Hello and welcome to the READY MTU training for distributors. The agenda for today's presentation is we'll have a features and operation modes overview of the READY MTU, a wiring diagram and the tested meters and registers currently tested on the MTU, installation scenarios, configuration options, how to order the READY MTU, the pricing and delivery times, and the current documentation we'll have provided for you. First off, the READY MTU enables reading competitive meters in conjunction with the CAMStrip AMI system via a READY collector. This also allows utilities to convert to one single reading system without stranding newer meter assets. This is also a solution for larger meters, 4 inches and above, such as district meters, to help with water loss analysis. CAMStrip will now be able to respond to RFPs and tenders that require an endpoint supporting encoded meters. Some features in the READY MTU are quick and easy installation. These MTUs can be ordered pre-configured from production. This requires a approved FCC license in your account before ordering. The READY MTU will also have the same reading protocol as our current AMI meters. So 8 transmissions a day every 3 hours for 24-hourly readings. This MTU also supports data logging and fallback readings similar to our current AMI meters. The READY MTU for the first iteration will only support READY MTU alarms. So there will be a MTU low battery alarm and also a MTU reading error alarm. The MTU also supports firmware updates via the READY converter. And the READY MTU also has a power optimization feature similar to our AMI meters. Some limitations of our MTU is it only supports a one-to-one connection, so 1 meter per MTU. Also, no encoded output meter alarms are going to be passed through the MTU to READY Manager. And currently, the READY MTU will not support an AMR mode. Next, we'll go over the operation modes of the READY MTU. First is transport mode. This is how the MTU will arrive to you. All communication modes are off. Once you're ready to install the MTU and you have attached the encoded output wire to the meter and also installed the MTU antenna, you can activate it with a magnet, and this will turn the MTU on and into installation mode. The encoded output communication and installation mode is every 1 second. The AMI transmission to the collector starts instantly, and the connection between the MTU and the READY converter is every 4 seconds. The operation mode after the installation mode times out is the encoded communication is every 1 hour. The AMI transmission to the collector is every 3 hours, and the connection beacon between the MTU and the converter is every 30 seconds. The MTU alarms are pushed instantly on occurrence, similar to alarms in our AMI meters. When the MTU is on and running, there will be one LED blinking on the face of the MTU. These blinks and their occurrence can be used to troubleshoot the MTU. If there is one blink every 5th second, then everything is okay and it can read the meter and transpose that meter's data back to the collector. If there is something wrong with that connection to the meter, there will be 3 blinks every 5 seconds, and you will need to connect to it via the READY converter to reconfigure the MTU. Here's a wiring diagram of our wire readouts. This is similar to our encoded output meter wiring diagram. Here's a list of our tested meters and registers with the READY MTU. Please note that the Siemens MAG needs an encoded output board to be able to communicate to the READY MTU. If you require more meters to be tested with the MTU, please let us know. The testing process is very quick. As previously stated, the meter compatibility, it is compatible with the Siemens mag meter, but if it was originally purchased for a Reedy gateway, you must order a new module board and cable to make it compatible with the Reedy MTU. Here's a few installation scenarios with different mounting hardware. The top being a pit or vault mounted MTU. It is shown to be mounted on the bottom of an AMI external antenna using the threaded shaft of the antenna and then connected to the meter via the encoded output cable. The bottom is an outdoor building installation. It is using our sun protective cover. This cover helps reduce fluctuations in temperature that will be harmful to the battery life. Next, we have our L bracket installation. This L bracket can be used for indoor basements or inside of pits on rebar or side of vaults. It's a really versatile mount. And below this, we just like to point out that the black and stubby antenna uses a black retaining clip to adhere the antenna to the MTU body. If you are to utilize the external antenna, the AMI external antenna, the clip will be different and it will need a gray clip to the MTU body. Before field deployment, there are a couple things that we request get done. First, we want to import all Reedy MTUs into their Reedy instance and also the non-cam strip meters that we plan to install MTUs onto. Also create a group of those non-cam strip meters separate from all other cam strip meters. Make sure that your Reedy converter is charged along with your mobile device using Reedy app. And to actually install the MTU, if you ordered a pre-configured MTU, it's as easy as installing and activating the MTU. If you ordered a default configured MTU, you have to install, activate, and then configure the MTU using Reedy app. Here's a snapshot of what MTUs look like in Reedy Manager. They're found under the Configuration tab under the Gateways menu. Please note that we are requiring all MTU users to purchase meter exchange to have accurate data transfer from meter and register to keep the accounts accurate. Here's a quick workflow of installing a pre-configured MTU. Once you install the MTU to the meter that is supposed to be read and also attaching the antenna, you swipe a magnet over the LED activation light. The MTU will now turn on and start to blink. If everything is okay, it will have one blink per every 5 seconds. If something is wrong, we may have 3 blinks every 5 seconds, and connecting to the MTU via the Reedy converter should be necessary. Configuring a default configured MTU is as easy as following the installation flow in the Reedy app found under installation. The new selection is labeled Install MTU for AMI. You will need the Reedy converter with a mobile phone with Reedy apps synchronized to their Reedy manager to do this. Here's the type number for the Reedy MTU. Here's the configuration for the MTU. There are a few different options for time zone and also AMI package data transmission. And how to order for an encoded input and AMI. If you're ordering for stock, you will always select blank for resolution and unit of measure. If you desire to order your MTU pre-configured with an AMI frequency, you must ensure that the AMI frequency is approved and assigned to that customer under their account. This is handled by Jose. Please check with Jose to verify that your AMI frequency is in the account before making an order. There are a few accessories that are available while ordering a Reedy MTU. There are 3 versions of cable, our Nicor, Itron, and then flying wire cables. There are 2 brackets, the L bracket and then the outdoor protection cover. And then there's 2 antenna options. The stub antenna is default, always coming with your MTU, but if you'd like to order an external antenna for vault situations, that is also an option. A PO for a new MTU order should include the existing AMI customer name. If it's a new AMI customer, it will require the same requirements as setting up a new AMI customer. The meter exchange module for Reedy Manager. If ordering for stock, making sure that it's non-pre-configured MTU. The cables and accessories for mounting. The encoded output board for Siemens mag meters, if retrofitting. And also order training for MTU installation and troubleshooting. The pricing of the Reedy MTU will be a $156 list price. This includes the stub antenna. We are opening orders for Reedy MTUs on week 19, and if you were to put in your order on week 19, then you would receive your order by week 24 and 25. All Reedy MTUs are being produced in Denmark. We will have some documentation for you in your toolkit. This will include a data sheet, a quick guide, installation guide, and marketing literature. As always, you always have support desk through your My Camstrip account or via email or phone. And that concludes our presentation. Thank you.